Last year around this time, I made a video where I went through the anime trending awards and I voted for all of my favorites for the year, what I would have picked. And today we are going to do that same thing, but for 2024. If you are unaware, Anime Trending is a website that they kind of keep track of what everybody's favorite anime is at the time. They have polls each week that go into weekly rankings of what anime is the top and everything. It's a really good website, and they post on Twitter. They are great at what they do, and it is one of my favorite award shows at the end of the year. It really, in my opinion, is the best actual ranking because I don't really like the way Crunchyroll does it. I really like how Anime Trending does it. So I'm kind of showing my support and, going through and voting and for my favorites, and maybe you can go vote for yours as well. A link will be down in the description. The polls do end on February 8th, so if you haven't already, you have about 2 or 3 weeks before they will close, so go ahead and do that and vote for your favorites there. The awards night will be on March 9th. Check in with their Twitter page for exact timing and everything like that on when exactly during March 9th or 10th if you're in Japan, when that will take place. Okay, so we're going to start with the kind of niche topics, work our way up to Anime of the Year. So we're going to start off with genre awards. Okay, so for action and adventure, we have Bleach, Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Kaiju, number 8, and Konosuba, Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Season 2, ReZero, Season 3, and The Elusive Samurai, and Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Alright, so for that one, easy one for me. I think Konosuba is good. A lot of these I haven't watched. Action and adventure is not like the genre that I am normally really into. So I'm going to give that one to Frieren because I think Frieren is by far the best on that list. But I know some of these other ones were really good. Dandadan's not bad, but I don't think it stacks up to Frieren. Comedy of the year. We have A Salad Bowl of Eccentrics, I think. I Sometimes Hide Our Feelings Russian. That was on my top 10 of the year. Dandadan, also there. Konosuba, also there. Too Many Losing Heroines. Mashle, Magic and Muscles. Ranma, and half. Good to see that there. Dangers in My Heart. Okay, I know it is a comedy. That's what the genre of the anime is. That's what the creators put it there. But I don't really think it's good in its comedy aspects as good as some of these other ones. So it's there, but I don't really think it really wins any categories for comedy's sake. Urusei Yatsura, You Are Miss Servant. That one's a tough one because I have watched a lot of these. You Are Miss Servant is one that I just recently finished. I don't think that necessarily is worthy of being like top comedy. Urusei Yatsura, same thing. It's fun, not top comedy. I've already talked about Dangers of My Heart. Ranma is good, and if I had to pick, Ranma would be in like the top 2 or 3. Magic and Muscle, haven't watched it. Too Many Losing Heroines. Man, that's a good one. It is... I'm split between 3 of them, being Aya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, Too Many Losing Heroines, and Konosuba. For comedy, I really think it should be Konosuba. To me, Konosuba is the best out of those 3 for the comedy genre. Now, Konosuba is not my top 10, but I do think for comedy reasons, Konosuba is the best for that. Drama of the year, Seventh Time Loop, Atari, My Dear Moment. I've been meaning to watch that, but I haven't yet. Bottom tier character Tomazaki, Days with My Stepsister, Sumisho, I really liked that one. Frieren, Girls Band Cry, Oshinoko, ReZero, Sound Euphonium Season 3, The Apothecary Diaries. Okay, I've watched almost all of them. I will skip The Apothecary Diaries and I will go back up to the top. Haven't watched Seventh Time Loop, haven't watched Atari, haven't watched Bottom Tier Character Tomazaki, but I did watch Days with My Stepsister. Love that one a lot. It was in my top 10. Sumisho, I think it's a great anime. I don't think it's worthy of being the top in any of this category. Frieren, great series. Deserves the award if it does get it. Girls Band Cry, that's we're gonna come back to that. Oshinoko, I've expressed my disdain with Oshinoko lately, and I don't think I have not watched season 2 yet, but I don't really have a desire to watch season 2. And from what I've heard, a lot of people did not like season 2 as well as I did season 1, but that's not going to be my pick. ReZero, I've said it before, I'm not voicing my opinion on ReZero to avoid seeming like I'm hating on Mashoko Tensei or It. Sound Euphonium, season 3. Man, and the Apothecary Diaries. I'll be real quick. The Apothecary Diaries, Sound Euphonium, and Girls Band Cry. Those are the 3 that I am split between. And I'm trying to say, okay, what's the best drama? Because there are many aspects to an anime, and we'll get back to this when we get to like top anime of the year. There are many aspects that make an anime a top anime of the year, but then there are many aspects that make it into best drama. I think those are different. And so for me, I am going to say, for drama's sake, I still got to give it to Apothecary Diaries. There's a reason she's on the table. We're going to give it to Apothecary Diaries. Fantasy anime of the year, Seventh Time Loop, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Konosuba, Mashoko Tensei finally pops up, Nier Automata, Ragana Crimson. Never heard of that. ReZero, Solo Leveling, Spice and Wolf, Wistoria. Yeah. Gonna be really honest. As for a fantasy anime, that one is not even close. It is Frieren. No, sorry. No contest. Frieren easily wins that one. Mystery or psychological anime of the year. Now this could be fun. Monogatari, Black Butler, Mysterious Disappearances, Oshinoko, ReZero, Ron Kamo no Hashi's Forbidden Deductions Season 2. Never heard of that. Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. I have been meaning to watch that, and I have not, but that one I've heard is pretty good. The Apothecary Diaries, Train to the End of the World. Okay, so this is what I talked about earlier with drama. So there is some that I can say that is a really good anime. It is top 10 or top 3 for the year as an overall anime. But in terms of mystery or psychological anime, I am going to give it to Train to the End of the World. And the reason why is because I think the drama aspects of Apothecary Diaries blow Train to the End of the World out of the water. And I think, the comedy, it's way better. But I think in terms of a mystery or psychological anime, this Train to the End of the World had everything I wanted. There was a mystery on why the 5G, or not the 5G, the 7G event happened, what it was causing. I think all of the, kind of mystery, what they would run into next was really fun. Did they nail the landing? No, but in all of those mystery or psychological aspects, nailed it. That's why I'm picking it. Romance anime of the year. This is a fun one. Seventh Time Loop. Man, there is a lot of Seventh Time Loop on this awards thing. Sign of Affection, Date Alive, Days with My Stepsister, Too Many Losing Heroines, Pseudo Harem, Ranma, Spice and Wolf, Dangers in My Heart. Okay, this is a tough one because there's a few of these that I've had on my top 10. Dangers in My Heart, Pseudo Harem barely missed out on my top 10, but I think it's really good for romance. Too Many Losing Heroines, I don't think is the best romance. I think it works better as a drama and kind of comedy, but I think as a romance, it's kind of not quite there. It's good. It's got good romance elements, but it's not number 1 for that. Days with My Stepsister is also good. I don't think it's the best whenever it comes to the romance part of it. I'm going to go with Pseudo Harem. Pseudo Harem was really good, and it was by far, in my opinion, the best romance story of the year. I know, sorry, Dangers in My Heart. I know that was amazing, and I agree, it was amazing. But Pseudo Harem was really, really good whenever it came to the bond between those two main characters. And I like that a lot. I like the romance part of that a lot, and that's why I'm going to give it to it. Sci-fi or mecha anime of the year. There's a good chance I've not watched any of these. Let's find out. Atari, My Dear Moments, Code Geass, Data Live, Demon Lord, Mecha Ude, Nier Automata, Sword Art Online, Suicidulity, Urusei Yatsura. I've watched Urusei Yatsura. We're going to pick that one. Not watched any of the other ones, though, so sorry. All right, my bread and butter. Slice of life anime of the year. Last year, Idolmaster U149 got robbed. It didn't, just nobody watched it. But this year, I have hopes that we won't have that problem again. We have Aya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, banished from the hero's party, Days with My Stepsister, Girls Band Cry, Grandpa and Grandma Turned Young Again. I'm glad to see that there. Laid Back Camp Season 3, Natsume's Book of Friends, Season 7? Gosh. Mr. Villain's Day Off, Sound Euphonium Season 3, Sumisho. Good lineup. Sumisho is not a slice of life anime contender in my opinion. Same with Sound Euphonium. Great drama and slice of life elements, but not top slice of life show. Laid Back Camp is a solid choice. If it wins it, I am not going to be disappointed. Grandpa and Grandma Turn Young Again is solid, but I don't think it's not as an anime as a whole. It's very fun, but it's not award worthy. I would have also nominated it, but I also wouldn't pick it because it's just not. It's like a solid 6 out of 10, so I don't think it's there. Days with My Stepsister is kind of a similar thing to like Sound Euphonium. It's good. It's a very good anime, but the problem is it's not a good slice of life series. It is a slice of life series, has good elements of slice of life, but it is not perfect whenever it comes to the slice of life elements. It is more drama focused. Haven't watched Banished to the Hero's Party, and Aya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Same thing. I just don't think the slice of life elements are as good as some of the other elements of it. Now, I'm split between two here. Notably, Laid Back Camp, which is always a great slice of life series, and Girls Band Cry. I kind of want to go for Girls Band Cry because while there is a lot of drama elements to that, there's also some episodes that they just basically don't do anything other than just there's a drama like element in the background, but there also is like, hey, we're just doing slice of life stuff today. And I kind of like that. It's a good way of doing slice of life to where, yes, it is not completely devoid of plot. There is plot in that episode, but it is a slice of life series to where it's not this amazing task they are completing today. It's a very simple thing that is being talked about. I'm going to pick it. Girls Band, I've convinced myself. Girls Band Cry, slice of life anime of the year. Even though it would be more of a drama, I do think as slice of life, it does check all the boxes for me. Supernatural anime of the year. This might be like the mecha one that I haven't watched any of them. Let's find out. Bleach, Blue Exorcist, Dawn to Dawn. Have watched one of them. Data Live, Kaiju number 8, Monogatari, Natsume's Book of Friends Season 7 again, Ranma, Half, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. I completely forgot that came out this year. The Elusive Samurai, Undead Unluck. I'm going to say for Supernatural, I'm going to give it to Ranma. I think Ranma was the really fun one this year, and the idea of the show is really fun. So I know it's a remake, but I really like it. So we're going to go with Ranma for that one. So that is all for the genre awards. Let's go into the aspect awards now. So the first one up here is Best in Adapted Screenplay. This is basically if it was previously a manga or light novel, etc., and now it's been adapted into an anime. We have Sign of Affection, Bleach, Dave's My Stepsister, Dawn to Dawn, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Too Many Losing Heroines, Nina the Starry Bride, Shangri La Frontier, Sound Euphonium, The Apothecary Diaries, and Yatsa Gusura. The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master. Really easy one for me in this category. Sound Euphonium. Sound Euphonium was a light novel. It had no, illustrations other than minor ones for like the end of chapters or whatever. And to go from that to having full-on orchestra pieces being made, the visuals that are in it are really, really, really good. And I also like how season 3 made a change to the story. I think it is very, very important to make changes to the story if it seems necessary. And I think for season 3 it was absolutely necessary, and I think it improved the story as a whole. So Sound Euphonium gets that one. I haven't given them an award yet. Definitely think they deserve that. But honorable mentions, Apothecary Diaries and Too Many Losing Heroines, both of them really good. But I think for what Sound Euphonium was before, basically just the story, to going from that to going to what the final product of the anime was, completely night and day. Best in Animation, we got Bleach, Dawn to Dawn, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Too Many Losing Heroines, Oshinoko, Sanjuri, La Frontier, Solo Leveling, Sound Euphonium, The Elusive Samurai, and Windbreaker. So I will be really upfront. If this was my list and I could pick anything, it would be Demon Slayer. I know Demon Slayer season 5 was not great in terms of like overall pacing and everything, but that last episode is the I think that is some of the best animation that I have ever seen, especially CGI. Maybe there's a CGI category that we're going to get to, but that was really good. I don't think Oshinoko really had, like, I've seen clips of it. I've not watched it, but I've seen clips of it. I have not seen anything from season 2 that would make it need to be here. I think there's actually other anime, not Demon Slayer, that could have been here instead, but fair. Too Many Losing Heroines was beautiful. And really, it's between that and Sound Euphonium. I think Dawn to Dawn, I didn't really like the animation for it. It's a very fun series, but I didn't really like the animation. I know that's just art style, but I didn't like it. Haven't given Too Many Losing Heroines one yet, so we're going to give it to that. I'm really split between that and Sound Euphonium, and I'm going to give it Too Many Losing Heroines. I like the background animation a lot on that series. Best in Character Design, we have Seventh Time Loop, A Sign of Affection, Dawn to Dawn, Delicious in Dungeon, Delicios, Nursery, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Too Many Losing Heroines, Ron Mahaf, The Apothecary Diaries, The Elusive Samurai, and Windbreaker. I tell you what, I am going to give it to Too Many Losing Heroines. I am really split between that and Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, but I like Too Many Losing Heroines. I think all of the characters there are well designed, and I think they really translated well to animation, and I'm going to give it to that. Even though I really like Apothecary Diaries, I think, character design-wise, that beats it out. Best in Original Screenplay, this is going to be easy. Bang Brave, Bang Braven, Girls Band Cry, High Card Season 2, Mecha Uda Mechanical Arms, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Ninja Kamui, Negative Positive Angler, and Train to the End of the World. Shout out Train to the End of the World. Really liked that anime a lot. It didn't really nail the ending. Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night was good, and then I haven't watched some of these other ones, but I've heard good things about some of these. But Girls Band Cry, not even close. Not even close. Best in Sceneries and Visuals. This is also going to be a really easy one if they nominated the one that I think it'll be. A Sign of Affection, Dawn to Dawn, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Too Many Losing Heroines, Negative Positive Angler, The Elusive Samurai, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Sound Euphonium Season 3, The Magical Girl, and The Evil Lieutenant Used to Be arch enemies. And that's all. It's a really tight race between Sound Euphonium and Too Many Losing Heroines, but it's Too Many Losing Heroines. Yeah, it's great. Best in Soundtrack. This one could be interesting because I think there's a few of them that could be worthy of this anime or this award. Bleach, Frieren, Dawn to Dawn, Delicious in Dungeon, Mashal, Magic and Muscles, Metallic Rogue, Oshinoko, Sound Euphonium, Spice and Wolf, The Apothecary Diaries, and Wistoria and the Yakuza Fiance. Okay. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Why I'm split between that is because, yes, Sound Euphonium is obviously the front runner there. But Freerun had a really good soundtrack. I've listened to it a lot, just on spare time, and it's really good. It's by Evan Cole, and he did a great job with that soundtrack. Fantastic. I still got to give it to Sound Euphonium. Sound Euphonium was just, it's amazing. It's their last season, so I'm going to give it to them. Best in Voice Cast. So I would imagine this is meaning Japanese voice cast. That's what I'm going to judge it off of. Dawn to Dawn, Days with My Stepsister, Delicious in Dungeon, Go-Go Loser Ranger, How I Attended an All Guys Mixer. I forgot that came out this year. How about that? Too Many Losing Heroines, Oshino Ko, Ron Mahath, Sound Euphonium, The Dangers in My Heart, Undead Unluck. All right, so I'm going to go through a few of these and kind of tell you my thoughts on them. Dangers in My Heart, there's really only two of them that really have major voice acting in it, so I'm not going to give it to that. I think it should be a wide range of the cast that is really good, or it should be a really remarkable performance. And while I think there is a few of those in Dangers in My Heart, I don't think it's necessarily enough to win an award here. Sound Euphonium, similar. There's some really good parts of it, like Kumiko and Reina at the end. I think it's great. Ranma, it's fun, and I think there is a lot of really good voice acting in it. Too Many Losing Heroines, I think it's just almost there, but not quite. And Days with My Stepsister and Dawn to Dawn, I don't think are quite there in terms of voice acting. They're fun, and you know what? Dawn to Dawn had a lot of really fun voice acting moments. I'm gonna give it to Dawn to Dawn. Yeah. They kind of really had some fun moments to where they used voice acting to really make you feel like you're in the moment. I like that. Give it to Dawn to Dawn. So that is all for the Aspect Awards. Let's move on into the Theme Song Awards. Opening of the year. Now this is a fun one because opening is, it's probably the most notable thing from a lot of animes. Some anime are only known by their OP. So I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to tell you the name of who sung it and the song name or whatever. I'm just going to tell you the anime. And if this is from part 1, part 2, I don't know a lot of these. So yeah, there you go. Undead Unluck, Kaiju number 8, The Apothecary Diaries, that is the second one. Seventh Time Loop, Magic and Muscle, Season 2, The Dangers in My Heart, Season 2, Chillin' in Another World, Oshino Ko, Season 2, The Apothecary Diaries. Is this part 1? I guess it is. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of them off to you. But this is the Be a Flower one from Season 1. Part 1 of Apothecary Diaries. I didn't think it was on this list because I thought they didn't add it because it was 2023. This is one of the best OPs that I've ever heard. If you haven't watched the OP, or if you haven't watched Apothecary Diaries, go watch Apothecary Diaries. But if you haven't seen the first OP of Apothecary Diaries, it is amazing. Amazing. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Ranma, Go-Go Loser Ranger, Dawn to Dawn, Hokkaido Girls are super adorable. Glad to see that get some attention. My Dear Friend Nokotan, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Too Many Losing Heroines, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, Girls Band Cry, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Okay, so if it wasn't for the Apothecary Diaries being on here, the first OP, it would be Girls Band Cry. I think Girls Band Cry has an amazing OP. But the Apothecary Diaries OP1 is like my top 3 OPs of all time. So yeah, Apothecary Diaries gets that one, no question. Now you can't talk about OP without talking about the Edes, so let's go ahead and go through some of the Edes for the year. Pseudo-Harem, The Apothecary Diaries, Part 2, Ranma, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Oshino Ko, Shangri La Frontier, Girls Band Cry, The Elusive Samurai, Undead Unluck, The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, Too Many Losing Heroines, Girls Band Cry, ReZero, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Laid Back Camp, Villainous, Level 99, Magic and Muscle. That one is really, really easy for me, and it's the same thing as the Apothecary Diaries. I didn't think it would be eligible. I thought it would be non-eligible because of it being released in 2023. Apparently not, and because of that, Frieren has by far the best ED that I have seen in a long time. I love the animation for it. I love the music of it. Really, really good. That gets my vote. Next up, we have the Voice Acting Awards. We have male and female. Let's look at those. Now for this, I'm not going to say the actor or actress's name because I'm going to butcher some of these Japanese names. So I'm just going to simply say the character they are voicing. And if I butcher the character's name, that doesn't sound as offensive. First up, we have Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries, Marcelel, from Delicious in Dungeon, Riche from Seven Time Loop, Hollow from Spice and Wolf, Seal from Black Butler, Nina from Girls Band Cry, Tokoro from... I watched this anime. How do I not know how to pronounce the name? But from My Dear Friend Nokotan, Anna from Too Many Losing Heroines, Kana from Oshino Ko, Yoshino from Yakuza Fiance, Momo from, or I say from Dawn to Dawn. So for this one, I'm actually not going to be a big Apothecary Diaries fan here. I'm actually going to give it to Nina from Girls Band Cry. I loved her voice acting in that one. So shout out to her. Rena. She did a great job. Now on to the men. We have Jin Si from the Apothecary Diaries, Crimson from Ragna Crimson, Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, Lawis from Delicious in Dungeon, Arnold from Seventh Time Loop, Soshiro from Kaiju number 8, Sebastian from Black Butler, Hibike from Go-Go Loser Ranger, Yorishikire, the Elusive Samurai, Will from Wistoria, Ken from Dawn to Dawn, the main guy, Ranma from Ranma Half. So this one's kind of tough because I don't really watch a lot of these male-focused anime. I mean, as you can tell, I watch a lot of female-focused anime where there's a lot of females in them, sometimes all-female cast, like with Girls Band Cry. So, I'm gonna go with, you know what? Let's be funny. Let's give it to the Ranma voice actor, even though I believe he only does the male version of Ranma. If he does the male and female version of Ranma, he gets it. But if he does the male version of Ranma, I still liked his performance. I thought it was very good. And there you go. Give it to him. Now the character awards. We're going to start off with the supporting ones and work our way to best boy and girl. With the best supporting girl, we have Mina from Kaiju number 8, Seko from Dawn to Dawn, Gyokuyo from the Apothecary Diaries, Kana from the Dangers in My Heart, Crushu, I don't know, ReZero, Masha, I know that's not her name, her name is Maria, but, or Maria, but the Aya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. I'll be honest, she's probably got it. I loved her. Coletta from Wistoria, Minami from bottom tier character Tomozaki. Hinata, The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 3. Moako from Danger in My Heart. Arya from Dawn to Dawn. Yuki from I Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. Dang, I gotta pick between the older sister, the younger sister. It's like putting a knife to my throat. Kurumi from Date A Live. Ubel from Frieren. Dang. So it's between Yuki or Masha, and I think I'm going to give it to Masha. Actually, no, I'm going to give it to Yuki. Yuki has a great arc in Season 1. I think Masha will get better as the story progresses, but for now, we're going to give it to Yuki. Now, time for Best Supporting Boy. We have Sho from The Danger in My Heart, Patrick from Villainous Level 99, Mitsuki from Too Many Losing Heroines, Denke from Frieren, Diablo, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Gashun, The Apothecary Diaries, Ryoge from Ranma, Himmel from Frieren, Manabu from Classroom of the Elite, Shoshiro from Kaiju number 8, Toya from Aya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, Melt from Oshinoko, Giyu, Demon Slayer. They didn't completely forget about Demon Slayer this year. Renard from ReZero, and Shin from Undead Unluck. So I'm not going to give it to that, the Demon Slayer guy. I'm going to give it to Himmel from Frieren, because yes, as a character-wise, he doesn't really play that big of a role in the season, but he does play this overall, like, his part in the story was so massive that it becomes this overall character, like, it's what basically gave Frieren this new look on life, and I like that. I really like the way his character is handled. So I'm gonna, for a character that dies in the first episode, he's a pretty good character. All right, time for the best couple or ship of the year. Time to go through the multiple Oshinoko ships. Aqua and Kana, Aqua and Akane, Arnold and Rishi from Seventh Time Loop, Inji and Rin from Pseudo Harem, we talked about that earlier, Philo and Fenris from Chilling in Another World with level 2 superpowers, or cheat powers, super cheat powers. Himmel and Frieren from Frieren, Hitoyoshi and Yuki from You Are My Servant, Itosumi and Yuki from Sign of Affection, Jinsi and Mao Mao from The Apothecary Diaries, Ken and Momo from Dawn to Dawn, Kyotaro, I'm telling you, I'm bad with these names, and Anna from Dangers of My Heart, Lawrence and Hollow for The Spiced and Wolf, Mashita, the guy and the girl from Aya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, Patrick and Yumiel from Villainous Level 99, Ranma and Akane from Ranma, Shido and Kurumi from Date A Live, Stark and Fern from Frieren, Tayo and Mutsumi from Mission Yozakura Family, Yuta and Saki from Days with My Stepsister. Okay, there's two that I'm split between here. I really like, actually there's three. I really like the Days with My Stepsister pairing. I really like Stark and Fern. And I really like Ranma and Akane. You know what? I really, if it was just couple, it would not be them. But if it's ship, it's Fern and Stark. Or Fern and, is it Stark? Yeah, Stark and Fern. I love their dynamic. Love it. I want more of it when we get season 2. Love it. They're my pick. Okay, time for best boy of the year. This is a tough one because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of anime with guys in it that are prominent characters. But anyway, let's find out. Kyoto, you give me a hard one right off the bat. Kiyotaka from Classroom of the Elite, Rudis from Shoko Tensei, Arnold from Seventh Time Loop, Himmel from Frieren. I don't think he's a good male lead. Aqua from Ocean Ko, Ken from Dawn to Dawn, Ichikawa from Dangers in My Heart, Shido from Data Live, Jinsi from The Apothecary Diaries, the main guy, not even gonna try his name, main guy from Eyes Sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, Nukamizu from Too Many Losing Heroines, Subaru from ReZero, Kazumin from Konosuba, Ranma from Ranma, Will from Wistoria Stark, Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, and Rimuru from That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime. I've never really figured out how to pronounce that name because I've never really watched that anime. But this one's easy for me. This is Nukamizu from Too Many Losing Heroines. I thought he was the best male lead of the year by far. I thought his dynamic with the girls, the way that his character is written, is really, really good. And while the Dangers in My Heart guy is good, the Apothecary Diaries is good, I don't think either of them really amount to this guy. I think he was probably in an anime where all the girls are really good, the guy is somehow also really good. Now, speaking of which, the last character award is the best girl of the year. Let's talk about that. Kana from Ocean Ko, Yumelo, I think, for Villainous level 99, Fern from Frieren, and Frieren from Frieren, Hollow from Spice and Wolf, Suzune from Classroom of the Elite, Riche from Seventh Time Loop, Nina from Girls Band Cry, glad to see her here, Akane from Ocean Ko, Aya from Aya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, Mao Mao, wonder who will get the award, Momo from Dawn to Dawn, Kokoru, Kaiju number 8, and Yuki from I Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, Akane from Ranma, Kurumi from Day Alive, Anna from, or Yamada from Dangers in My Heart, and the other Anna from Too Many Losing Heroines. Tough one here. And I say that with kind of sincerity because Anna from Too Many Losing Heroines is good. Yamada is good. I do like the Aya from I Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. I do like Nina from Girls Band Cry, but Mao Mao is by far my favorite character. She's one of my favorite characters of all time. So yes, I'm going to vote for Mao Mao. 2 more awards to give out, and these are the fun ones. We have Anime Movie of the Year and Anime of the Year. Now, I have already done my top 10 of the year, so if you want to go check that out, you can know my exact top 10, but this is what they nominated, so maybe we can't vote for the same. Let's find out. First up, let's do Best Anime Film of the Year. Now, this one is a bit weird on how they do their nominations, but I understand why they do it. Basically, the anime film had to be released in the US on Blu-ray between October 15th of 2023 and October 15th of 2024. So, there is not that many, actually. We have Blue Giant, we have Gridman Universe, Rascal Does Not Dream of Knapsack Kid, Spy X Family Code White, The Boy in the Harem, The First Slam Dunk. Like, I want to give it to, like, I think Spy Family was good. I think Knapsack Kid was good. But I can't not give it to Boy in the Heron. Boy in the Heron is just really, really good. And so I'm going to give it to Boy in the Heron. That might be a cop-out answer, but what can you do? Alright, so last but certainly not least is the Anime of the Year. So this one is based on basically from January to December. So it's not they don't count fall like Crunchyroll did for a few years there. They fixed that though, but none of that. This is all this year. So don't have to worry about when it was eligible or whatever. This is all from this year. So let's go ahead and look at the nominees. Seventh Time Loop. They really put this on every single awards thing. Maybe I ought to check this out because I don't feel like this got enough talk for it to be this nominated, but apparently so. I sometimes hide their feelings in Russian. I mentioned this in my top 10. I really enjoyed this. I think it's worthy of being a nominee, so glad it's here. Classroom of the Elite Season 3, nothing to say about it because I have not watched it, sorry. Dawn to Dawn. I know this was very popular, and I don't mean to be like a contrarian to say it's not that good. I don't think it's anime of the year worthy. Just to be honest, I don't think it's there. I think it's a very fun anime, but I don't think it's anime of the year worthy. Data Live Season 5, same thing as the other one. Haven't really watched it. Sorry. Days with My Stepsister. This was also in my top 10. Very happy that it's here, but I don't think it's anime of the year worthy, just to be honest, compared to some of the other ones that'll probably be on here. Delicious in Dungeon. Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Now this is going to be, I'm going to give my winner at the end, what I would have picked, and you probably can figure that out. But I'm also going to tell you which one I think will win, so stay tuned for that. Girls Band Cry, also, that was my top 3. Apothecary Diaries, Frieren, and Girls Band Cry, that was all in my top 3. So if any of them win, I'm going to be very happy, in my opinion. Konosuba. Konosuba was fun. I don't think it's anime of the year worthy, but I do think it was very fun. Too Many Losing Heroines was in my top 5. Very happy it's here. Mishoko Tensei. Very glad it's here. Ocean no Code Season 2. I've voiced my concerns about this before. ReZero. If you didn't put ReZero on this list, then the other crowd, they would have complained. If you didn't put Mishoko Tensei on here, they would have complained. So I understand why they're both here. Solo Leveling. Heard it's really good. The Apothecary Diaries. Haven't really checked that one out, but I wonder if I've heard it's pretty good. Dangers in My Heart Season 2. Okay, so I'm going to give what I would pick if it was me, and then I'm going to give what I think is going to win. For what I would have picked, it would be, or what I am going to pick, is Apothecary Diaries. I love Apothecary Diaries. It's what I'm going to pick. No question about it. For what I think will win, I think it's going to be a close race between Frieren and Apothecary Diaries with a long shot chance of 3 other ones. Those 3 other ones being Delicious in Dungeon. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I think it does have the fan base to get it enough momentum to get nominated or to get that Anime of the Year award. I'm going to put that as like number 5, and what I would, if I had to bet, it would be that I think Frieren will win. I think Apothecary Diaries is number 2. I think Delicious in Dungeon is number 5. I think Girls Band Cry is number 4. I think it has a good chance, but I don't think it's going to win. I think those top 2 are really your bread and butter. And number 3, I think, is Too Many Losing Heroines. I think it does have a chance because it was very popular among their comments and everything. I think it has a shot. I don't think it will. I think it's really going to be between Frieren and Apothecary Diaries. I don't see either one of them not walking away with the Anime of the Year award. So that is all for this award ceremony. I really enjoy doing these type of videos, even though they are very long, and I'm sure most of you are like, I'm not watching all of that. But if you did watch to the end, thank you so much. I will have a link down in the description so you can go vote on this for yourself, and then tune into the award ceremony in March. If you want to go check it out for yourself. It is very fun, and I have a great time interacting with this, so check it out if you are interested. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. That is all for this year's kind of awards things, so we'll be back next year for more of these award things. But anyway, until then, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this very long video, but thank you anyway, and I'll talk to you guys next time.